Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. Today we are making pizzas out of amazing leftovers. Stay tuned. Benvenuto. Today we do it in the pizza oven. So I hope everybody had a happy Thanksgiving. I know if you did, that means you probably have leftovers. And leftovers mean you have to find creative ways to cook them. So we are doing a little bit of a series here on all the amazing ways you can use your leftovers. And today, we are going to make a very good Thanksgiving feast pizza right here in our Bighorn pizza cooker. Check it out. Now you can use whatever leftovers you happen to have at Thanksgiving. For us, we're going to be doing a little bit of gravy with some turkey and a bit of stuffing. Man, if you had a little bit of that green bean casserole left over or anything else, you could put a little bit of that on here. It would be absolutely amazing. Our crust, we're just using a tortilla. You could certainly use pizza crust if you wanted to do it that way. I don't want to make any today, and we don't have any bought. So that means we're going to be using a tortilla. Now I'm going to cook this on a screen because this oven gets nice and hot and the bottom will scorch before the things get warm and sort of melty on the top. We're going to be using a little bit of cheese on this, but frankly not much because, well, that sounds a little weird. And we're not going to be using tomato sauce. Let me show you what we use. Now I've got a spoon here because that's going to help us get our gravy slash sauce onto our pizza. Let me zoom in and show you how we go ahead and prep this before we pop it into the pizza oven. I'm pouring some of our cold gravy on here. It's not even hot, but that's okay. We're going to heat all this stuff up in the pizza oven. We don't want too much, just like a tomato sauce. We're just going to spread this out a little bit, just like you would if you were making a pizza. Go close to the edge, but not quite over it, just because I don't want the toppings to get all over on the screen and make it very difficult to clean this up. All right, that ought to be good. We're just going to take some of our breast meat here. We're just going to break it up. Spread it right throughout our pizza. Now you want to make these fairly small because you don't want this thing to, pull apart when anytime somebody goes to bite it. You kind of want all these individual pieces to be just bite size, and these smaller pieces will heat up real nice in the pizza oven. Because remember, this pizza oven cooks a pizza in a minute or two. I'm actually not going to use the upper flame so that I can control the temperature a little bit of the pizza oven. We'll even take some of our stuffing and break that up and put it right down on here. Not too much because we don't want stuffing on top of a dough, right? That sounds pretty carb intensive, if you will, but listen, you just ate like a pig during Thanksgiving. What's a few more, right? I wish we had some leftover green bean casserole. That would be really good on here. You can even do little bits of our leftover potatoes. Don't do too much on here, just a little bit. Now, if you wanted cheese on here, you could certainly do it. I'm going to do this first one without cheese because, frankly, cheese with turkey sounds a little weird to me. All right, while we've been prepping that, I've had this bottom burner on. We're sitting right at 400 degrees inside the pizza oven. I think that'll be perfect, especially with the screen on here. So let's go ahead and get this popped in. All right, open this guy up, slide our pizza right on in there, put it about halfway back. Now we're going to light this side burner over the top as well. That nice and low. You can see we got it going right over the side there. A little more done there. Another minute or so. I'm just looking at that left side of the crust as it's getting a little bit nice and toasty. Side burner off. Let's go ahead and get this guy out of here. And there we have it. And that's it, right? Like the bottom side of this is perfectly crispy. It's almost like a nice thin crust pizza. We're going to take this and just cut it right down the middle. Turn it. We'll do the same thing in either direction. We'll do 6 slices out of this guy. And it's time to try it. Now, by the way, you can do this with whatever your leftovers are. One of the things I actually enjoy on here is a little bit of cranberry sauce. We might try one of those next for the kiddos. So this is like Thanksgiving dinner on a cracker. It's like a really thin crust pizza. If you've ever had Domino's thin crust, it's about that thick when you use a tortilla. If you're ever worried that's going to be a little too thin, you can take a little bit of a tortilla, put a little butter on the bottom side of it, slap it in there for about 30 seconds, just enough to start to get it toasted. Take it out, flip it with the hot side up, put a little butter on it, put another tortilla on top of it, and then flip it over and put the fresh side down when you actually make your pizza. That way your crust is twice as thick. but still good and flaky. We do it sometimes with pepperoni pizzas. Kids love it that way. And frankly, so do I. And the greatest part about using this on a tortilla is everybody gets to have their own. One tortilla is perfect for, like, you know, a little light meal or a meal. It's the right size. That's 6 or 8 inches, I think it is. Nice. That's it, folks. Simple and easy. This is just another way to use leftovers after Thanksgiving that doesn't feel like eating that Thanksgiving meal. A quick and easy Thanksgiving leftover pizza. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll see you tomorrow with another leftover dish.